So in the past, I've done some very basic uh, fragment shaders for effects for video games, right? But I never actually worked on like a rendering engine, for instance, right? So I wanted to try that and actually make a voxel engine. So what you can see here is not like low poly or like it's just everything you see here. It's voxel, right? It's an individual element. And so I right now I'm doing it on an Odin with metal, and I'm using metal because I pretty much don't know any graphics API other than a little bit of OpenGL, and I figured that if I wanted to learn doing something a little bit more complex, it's better to use whatever is native to the machine I use most of the time, which in this case is Mac. So I started with Metal. Eventually, I'll probably do a little bit of DirectX or Vulkan or whatever, but for now, I prefer to be able to debug like what's happening and just learn, because it's at the end of the day, I'm doing this for mostly for learning than anything else. So basically, right now, I don't have materials, so every voxel is just true or false. Either some space has a voxel or not. The whole world is a 3D grid, and each voxel occupies 1 bit on that grid. Um, right, and I'll explain a little more about how that works underneath. But right now, what I have is just light, a little bit of light, not even like proper bouncing of lights. Oh, by the way, if you see some artifacts in the background, it's because I didn't do any proper fencing, so I have some synchronization issues. So yeah, well, it should probably go away easily, but I'm too lazy to do it for now. In any case, so light is dynamic, right? So I can move it around. Well, right now I only have the sun, but I could potentially have several lights. And okay, let me show you how the world actually looks like. So the world is a sparse matrix. It's just I wanted to go with the simplest implementation right now, not oak trees or not anything that required more work, because I just wanted to try things out first. So for now, this is fine. And so this is a 3D grid of U64, and each one of these ints codes it inside codifies smaller grids of or smaller matrices of 4 by 4 by 4, right? So if I have 64 bits, I have the true false of the occupancy of each position in this grid, right? So which actually has some nice properties because I can check for if there's at least one voxel in this region. I can check it very easily. It's just, hey, is this integer greater than 0? Then it has at least something, right? The other thing is that for calculating light, um, when I trace the path for light, at first I do it voxel by voxel, right? So maybe if the light goes like this, right? So I may check this one, this one, this one, a little bit of this one, right? After a certain amount of voxels, I stop testing each one individually. What I do is I test the whole block, right? And I can do it very fast because I can calculate basically the weight or the occupancy percentage of the whole block, right? So I can say, okay, well, maybe this block is 100% occupied or this block is 50% occupied. And then the light just the ray just goes through those blocks and starts accumulating, or in any case, like decreasing light, however you want to think about it, right? So it's very interesting, and that's what allows me to have those smooth shadows. Um, and so far, like it's working fine. So the other thing I was mentioning is the actual pipeline, right? So for this for this initial grid, like for each little chunk here, um, an object shader is dispatched, right? And the object shader does some frustum calling and some other um, easy callings, yeah. And if it decides that, okay, well, there is something that can be rendered on that space, then it spawns uh, 4 by 4 by 4 mesh shaders. And those mesh shaders then go and, for each voxel, trace light, trace array to the lights, and accumulate light values, right? So, but at the end of the day, the rendering is just rasterization, right? So the mesh shader generates triangles. Again, like we can be very smart when we do calling because we know that there will never be more than 6 triangles at any time visible for any voxel, right? So that's already an optimization. And then we can do more optimizations looking at the whole chunk here, because there's also a maximum amount of triangles and can go into this chunk, etc. But for now, the bottleneck wasn't for me wasn't actually there. It was more about right now it's about the amount of object shaders threads I spawn. Right, so that's probably something I'll probably need to do a more hierarchical grid here and be a little more smart about it. For now, just trying things out. Seems to be working. But I'll probably rewrite this several times until I'm happy. But also, I want to test like different approaches to things. So yeah, that's all. Maybe this is the first devlog for this. Maybe there will be a devlog number 2. I hope there will be a devlog 2. But I don't know, maybe don't wait for it. If it happens, it happens. Let's not force it. But yeah, I'm having fun with this, so I may continue experimenting.